Any other question there? But these are good ones. This is huge. This is typical. I almost guarantee third party interview, they would ask, these are the kind of question they will ask you in third party. Any other question there? Another thing they can ask you around third party also is they could ask you that give an example of a time specific that you had to recommend an actual termination. Can somebody tell me some, just throw it out there. What would make you recommend an immediate termination? Just give me one example you think, hey, this made us think of immediate termination. I love that. Okay. Love it. Henry is awesome. Love that green. Okay. Uh, Repeated non-compliance, breach of financial instability. Yeah. Frequent errors. Okay. Let's take it some awesome. I mean, this is great, guys, ladies. This is awesome. Okay. Consistent lagging in service level agreements. If you if you tell me that's why you fired me, honestly, in my mind, I'm thinking, seriously, are you sure you don't want to give your body this job? Because in my mind, I'm saying seriously, because let's be honest, man, all of us, you would violate your SLAs most of the time. That's what I'm saying. Because sometimes over time, a lot of things beyond your control, it becomes something it becomes autopilot, especially for guys doing this service level. So it's not going to be as, but I get it. That's a good reason to fire you. Is it enough reason? That's a different question, but they can fire you for that. Number two, vendor non-responsiveness. That's a good one, Green. Many times. Now, I think that would be extreme though. So I've been reaching you, trying to reach you. For you to get a vendor that is strictly non-responsive, the leadership would have been ready to lose that account. Because what will happen is that if a vendor is non-responsive, this is an interview question, by the way. They could ask you, if a vendor is non-responsive, how would you handle the vendor? Okay, let me ask that one. Let's go. Can we type? Tell me. Interview. What would you say if a vendor is not responsive? How would you handle such a vendor? Interview. Let's see. What do you guys think? Let's go. Escalation. I love that, Sarah. That's where I'm going with it. Conventional wisdom is to say they're not responsive. Let's fire them, terminate them. But let's put ourselves in their shoe. Is it because our contact person has been fired, or there's a there's an emergency? So we have to make excuse for people initially, right? Then immediately we now start escalating to their leadership. Because if it's a true business, no true businessman would want to lose revenue because that's how you pay your staff, you maintain your business and the operation, right? So you now escalate to the leadership immediately. So the manager, the senior manager, or their director, you might decide and say you have two layers of escalation. First layer, their manager. Second layer, you go out to the owner or whoever is who is in charge of the whole thing. You don't care. Because even though it's your company, many people will still want to be very, very, you know, um, nice, you know. So I think in general, most people would be quite responsive if they see that there's an escalation. However, if it is a pattern consistently, then you fire them, you terminate. It's simple. You don't want that business, especially when you know that you've escalated to all their leadership and they continue. Then it's easy, man. You don't want to do business with them anyway. If somebody's not responsive to your company, you move on. You don't waste your time, really. Find alternative, like Ibrahim said. That's it. Just move on. There's no big deal. But like I said, most businesses would have, if you escalate to their top leadership, I can guarantee you they would go crazy on it because now they know they're about to lose a client, in that case, you know. So just want to throw that out there. Okay. All right. Let's see another one here. Let me quickly see another response here. Again, these are interview questions, so that's why I want to make sure I spend a few minutes on it. Um, okay, another reason you could be let go, terminated, breach of contract. Very, very key. Sometimes it's obvious that you've breached that contract and relationship. Sometimes very obvious that you look and say, example, part of your agreement might be all resources on this account should be in North America. Pause. A lot of people, despite giving that specific instruction, this account is strategic, all my support should be and reside in North America. I now notice consistently people are logging in from India, from Mexico, or other location. Well, let me take that back. Not Mexico. Let's say India, for example. And you think I will not know, but I have systems and tools in my environment that tracks geolocation. So I constantly see that, wait a minute, people are logging into my network with a service account that I gave to you, and the IP is showing them coming from India. Despite the fact on our contract, we said we only want local North America staff. And I brought it to attention of your leadership, they deny it. If you own it at times, people are forgiving, but you deny it, and I look and say, okay, these guys are not trustworthy. Let's terminate. We bounce. So that happens a lot. So people have to be transparent. This is a big, big deal. Vendor relationship is so massive because now let's put it in perspective. Some vendor relationship go as high as $100 million a year. Some go as high as $1 billion projects a year. Yes, some vendor relationship can go that high. Imagine if you are providing GPU, you are NVIDIA providing GPU for Dell, Intel, Apple, or any of this Meta, any of these big companies. Your contract might be $1 billion a year, right? So it's big deal. It's livelihood. It's people's um, full-time live stream in some cases. So it's a big deal. Okay, let's another one. Reason why you could be terminated. Somebody said company has been hacked. Let's pause a little bit. If I say because your company was hacked, I'm terminating you. In a few weeks, I'll terminate myself because I may be the next person hacked. Now, I may be concerned the way you respond when you were hacked, but I don't think it's a fair way to terminate my contract because your company was hacked. All of us are going to be hacked. Oh, in fact, all of us are already hacked anyway.